In this video, we are diving into the two strongest psychedelics known to man, Iboga and 5-MeO DMT. Now, these are not your typical medicines. We are comparing and contrasting their power, their purpose, and I'll be sharing a little bit about the transformational effects that they have had on my own life, which has been pretty significant. So hi everyone, my name is Lana Pribic. Welcome. I am the host of the Modern Psychedelics podcast and professional life coach. In this video, we're going to be diving deep into Iboga and 5-MeO, two of the most intense experiences available in so many different ways. Now, I have worked with both of these medicines and have found that together they offer the perfect balance between earth energy and cosmic consciousness. They are very different in a lot of ways. For example, Iboga brings you deeply into the human experience, while 5-MeO catapults you into just pure energy, pure consciousness. So if you're looking to understand how these medicines can help you uncover the depths of what it means to be human, you are in the right place. I did Iboga 2 years ago in November 2022 and 1 year ago in November 2023. I truly believe that together these medicines have so much to offer us in terms of understanding what it means to be human, offering really the perfect yin and yang balance in this school of life. So let's jump into the details. So what is the medicine? Iboga is a powerful plant medicine derived from the root bark of the Tabernathe iboga shrub. Similar to ayahuasca, it's a plant teacher or a plant spirit, and it's used for profound psycho-spiritual healing and self-discovery. Iboga is known for its ability to bring you face to face with your subconscious mind, showing you the root cause of your behaviors and patterns, and that's because the medicine of Iboga is actually found in the root bark of this shrub. It's known as the sacred wood because it's deeply connected to the wisdom of nature and earth. So what is 5-MeO DMT? 5 is a naturally occurring entheogenic psychedelic found most famously in the secretion of the Sonoran desert toad. It's synthesized for pure potency in labs, so you can get a synthetic 5-MeO DMT molecule that's just the pure thing. 5-MeO is known as the God molecule because it has this ability to dissolve the ego completely and bring about direct experiences of universal consciousness. 5 is considered the most powerful pure entheogen, or even the only pure entheogen known to man, which induces non-dual states of consciousness at high doses. So to summarize, Iboga is deeply connected to Earth's wisdom, and it's all about going deep into yourself, while 5-MeO is connected to universal consciousness, and it's all about going far, far beyond yourself. So let's talk about the origin of both of these medicines. Iboga is indigenous to Central West Africa, particularly in Gabon and the surrounding countries. And it's been used in the Bwiti spiritual tradition for time unknown. True Bwitis say that Iboga began and Bwiti began when the earth began. But we can never actually know how ancient this medicine is. In Bwiti ceremonies, Iboga is considered a sacrament that provides ancestral wisdom and deep earth-based healing. Traditionally used for initiation rites and profound healing journeys to connect with ancestral spirits and the natural world, Iboga is a true ancient medicine. 5-MeO DMT, on the other hand, is an animal medicine. While the Sonoran desert toad is native to the southwestern US and Mexico, the use of 5-MeO DMT, the pure molecule, is a modern development without really a clear cultural lineage. Now, there is some debate on whether or not the secretion of the toad has a cultural lineage or not, but from my understanding, I haven't found anything. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any information on the cultural lineage of Bufo. Now, the synthetic form of 5-MeO DMT is most commonly used in therapeutic and ceremonial settings today. Its recent rise to prominence in psychedelic communities makes it a new frontier in consciousness expansion. Now, if you agree with me that our evolutionary work as a human species is to evolve our consciousness, well, 5-MeO is a medicine that could be huge for humanity's future. To summarize, Iboga has ancient traditional roots in African spiritual practices and traditions, whereas 5-MeO DMT has a more modern use with no known specific cultural lineage. Now, like I said, this is debated. So what are the use cases of both of these medicines? Iboga is highly effective in treating addiction. In fact, if you have heard of Iboga before, you will probably have heard about its ability to treat opiate dependence, due to its ability to reset neural pathways and repair opiate receptor sites. But Iboga is not just for addiction. I know that when I went to Iboga, I received profound healing and transformation from it, and I wasn't really going there to work on anything that I was addicted to. Iboga offers deep psycho-spiritual healing, helping people confront unresolved emotional blockages and long-standing mental patterns, keeping them stuck in a state of, well, just dissatisfaction in life. Iboga will help you work through a lot of content in your mind, meaning that it'll help you process events, relationships, ways that you show up for life. It's also used for some physical healing and also realigning people to their true purpose here on Earth. So 5-MeO-DMT, on the other hand, is used for spiritual awakening and ego dissolution specifically. If you take a high enough dose of 5-MeO-DMT, you will definitely have your ego dissolved, unless your ego has a very strong grip. But 5-MeO allows people to experience oneness with the universe, or at least that seems to be the theory amongst smokers of 5-MeO-DMT. But just because it's a spiritual experience doesn't mean that 5-MeO can't provide relief from depression, anxiety, PTSD, and existential crises by radically shifting perspective. With 5-MeO, it's less about confronting trauma and yourself head on, and more about merging with the source of all consciousness, offering a direct experience of non-duality. So for that reason, 5-MeO has a lot less content, meaning you're not going to be sitting there in a 5-MeO journey processing emotions and relationships and events that have happened. It's more of just a pure energetic experience. To summarize, Iboga is commonly used for addiction recovery, but also deep psychological healing, and is full of content, while 5-MeO-DMT is primarily for spiritual awakening and experiencing oneness, lacking content. Let's talk about the experience. The Iboga experience is long, deeply introspective, and often involves intense visions or a life review where you revisit key moments in your life. This doesn't happen to everyone, but it's one of those common Iboga experiences. You are fully conscious and aware, though the journey can be mentally exhausting and emotionally raw. Sometimes people say that everything is just moving really fast on Iboga and that the mind won't stop talking and it just keeps going. And that's because Iboga is actually cleansing the mind and scrubbing away everything, and it's doing that through the mental and emotional processing of it all. But Iboga will definitely give most people a pretty good mental and emotional reset. It's often described as brutally honest, showing you both the light and dark aspects of yourself, and Iboga is called truth serum because Iboga is the medicine of truth. In the Bwiti, we say the word basi, which means truth, and we say the word basi in ceremony or around the fire when we are in agreement with something, or when something that someone is saying is just truth. Iboga helps you to see the truth about yourself and about life, and really your true nature, which is connected to the earth. 5-MeO-DMT could not be any more different. It's almost immediate, and the intensity is beyond anything that most people have experienced. Most people are pretty shocked when they first take even a small dose of 5-MeO-DMT because it's just unlike anything. It's fast, overwhelming, and the ego completely dissolves, leaving you in a state of pure, boundless consciousness. Some people may even experience the whiteout, which is a feeling of white light overcoming you, and then you may even lose consciousness, not being able to remember some moments of your journey. That definitely happened for me. 5-MeO takes people to a place where time and space cease to exist, where it's everything and nothing all at once. And many describe it as merging with the source or experiencing ultimate reality. So to summarize, Iboga offers a slow, introspective, sometimes grueling journey, while 5-MeO-DMT provides an immediate, overwhelming, intense immersion into pure consciousness. So how long do these medicines last? Again, they couldn't be more different. The journey with Iboga can last 24 to 48 hours, with multiple phases including the onset, visions, realizations, and integration or insight time. The long duration does allow for a deep dive into the psyche, giving you time to process and integrate insights during the experience. And the after effects can linger for days for some people as the medicine continues to work subtly on the mind and body. Now, 5-MeO-DMT, on the other hand, is a short-lived experience, usually lasting 15 to 45 minutes tops. but it feels much longer due to the intensity of the experience. In fact, time isn't really a factor with 5-MeO. Time kind of just starts to melt away, and you're not perceiving it as long or short, it just is. Despite its brevity, though, the integration can last for a very long time. The integration process with 5-MeO is known to be incredibly long and challenging for most people, and it can take weeks or months for the experience to even start making sense to you. We're going to talk more about integration in a little bit. Many describe 5-MeO as the most intense 15 minutes of their life, with life-altering perspective shifts happening in a very short period of time. To put it simply, Iboga is a marathon, whereas 5-MeO DMT is a sprint. Now, as a medicine woman and as a core energy coach, I am all about energy. So let's talk about how the energy of these two medicines differs. Iboga is African energy. It's got this very ancestral, primal energy to it. It's very wise and direct. It's heavy and dark, grounding, deeply connected to the earth and ancestral wisdom. Iboga is also slow moving, making you feel rooted in your body and the physical realm, often leading to deep realizations about life and death. Iboga also works in layers, gradually revealing truths about your life, purpose, and patterns. And as I mentioned before, if I had to summarize Iboga in one word, it is the medicine of truth, or truth serum, helping you to understand the resonance of truth, what truth looks like and sounds like, and helping you to recognize when truth is present or not in your life. Now, 5-MeO DMT is, again, the opposite. It's light, it's expansive, cosmic, ethereal. It's completely transcendent of the physical world. The energy is fast, it's high frequency, high vibes, so to speak, and all encompassing, often described as the experience of becoming everything and nothing all at once. It provides most journeyers with a direct connection to the universal source, dissolving all dualities and leading to an overwhelming sense of oneness, love, connection, and appreciation for life. It's crazy to me that a medicine like 5-MeO and Iboga actually even exist. Now, if I had to describe 5-MeO in one word, I would say that it's light medicine or love medicine. It's also referred to as the God molecule. So to summarize, Iboga has a grounding, earth-based African energy, while 5-MeO DMT delivers a transcendent, light, and boundless energy, taking you far beyond this physical realm. Okay, let's talk about the preparation process for each of these medicines. They're a little bit different. So Iboga requires thorough medical screening. This is very important due to its effects on the heart and nervous system. Blood pressure and heart health need to be closely monitored and looked at before journeying with Iboga. Now, if you are going to Iboga for addiction from opiates or alcohol or any other substances that contraindicate with Iboga, preparation may include a detoxing process, fasting, and careful mental and emotional readiness. You really have to be ready for changes to start happening in your life after, well, both of these medicines. Setting clear intentions is crucial, since Iboga will likely confront you with your deepest fears and subconscious patterns. Now, the preparation for 5-MeO is less physically demanding. It's more about mental, emotional, and spiritual readiness for complete ego dissolution. You really have to be ready to surrender and lose yourself for a little while. Setting clear intentions is important, but the experience of 5-MeO is so powerful and so far beyond the human psyche that it often goes so much more beyond what you can even anticipate or hope for. As I mentioned, a deep sense of surrender and trust in yourself and the space that you are in is necessary, as the medicine takes you far beyond ordinary reality. In addition, spiritual framing might be particularly important with 5-MeO, as we need some sort of framework to really ground and hold this experience in. So to summarize, Iboga demands more mental, physical, and medical preparation, whereas 5-MeO DMT preparation is mostly mental, emotional, and spiritual, focusing on readiness to surrendering to the experience. Well, what about integration? Well, both medicines definitely share some similarities here. Integration with Iboga can take months, years, and even a lifetime, as the lessons from Iboga continue to unfold long after the experience. One of the main aspects of Iboga integration is taking the Bwiti wisdom, which which is a set of philosophies about life that help you live a very simple and happy life here on earth. So part of the integration process with Iboga is taking that Bwiti wisdom and really living from it and integrating it into your life. The integration process is gradual and slow, and the medicine will continue working on you, sometimes in your dreams or subtle realms, for weeks or months to come. 5-MeO DMT integration. While speaking from someone who has had a pretty intense year of integrating 5-MeO, I can definitely say that it can be intense, as the experience is often difficult to just comprehend with the logical mind and therefore bring into your life. Many people find that their perspective on life, death, existence, who they are, shift completely after 5-MeO. It really has a way of putting things into perspective very directly and quickly in a way that other medicines cannot. It requires significant time to adapt and integrate these shifts into our daily lives. And so continued self-care, therapy, or spiritual practice is essential to make sense of the non-dual experience and keep it grounded in your everyday life. To summarize, both medicines may have a slow, long, challenging integration period that can go on for months and honestly, maybe even years. Iboga has an ongoing integration process where you have the opportunity to apply the Bwiti wisdom into your life, while 5-MeO DMT is famously known for having a long integration period as well, often requiring maybe spiritual or therapeutic support to process and integrate the experience fully. Let's talk about physical effects. So Iboga is physically demanding. Nausea, vomiting, and loss of muscle control, also known as ataxia, are common during the journey. Iboga has a significant impact on the nervous system, requiring participants to rest for several days afterwards. And actually, I could say that about 5-MeO as well. But back to Iboga. Some people experience a sense of physical purging, where the body releases stored tension, trauma, pain, or emotions. With 5-MeO, however, there's minimal direct physical effects, though the psychological intensity can lead to purging via shaking, sweating, sounding, screaming, body tremors. I know during my 5-MeO ceremony, I looked like I was having an exorcism or a seizure. And looking back, I can see that was just my body releasing energy in the body that was stored. Some people report a deep sense of relaxation or bliss after the experience, while others may feel disoriented or drained. The body may go through involuntary movements or tremors as the energy of the experience moves through you. It's completely unpredictable what may happen during your 5-MeO experience, and your expression is going to be as unique as you are. To summarize, Iboga may have strong physical effects, including nausea and ataxia, while 5-MeO DMT has minimal physical symptoms, though the psychological impact is intense. So who is each medicine best suited for? Well, Iboga is best suited for those seeking long-term healing from addiction, trauma, or deep-seated psychological patterns. Iboga is ideal for individuals who are ready for an immersive, challenging, and lengthy journey of self-discovery and healing. It's suited for people who are drawn to earth-based medicines and earth-based ceremonies and traditions and are ready to confront both the light and the shadow aspects of themselves. Now, 5-MeO DMT is best suited for individuals who are ready for a radical shift in consciousness caused through ego dissolution. It's ideal for those seeking spiritual awakening, a direct experience of non-duality, or a profound connection to the source of all life. It's not for beginners. It's best suited for those with prior experience with other psychedelics, therapy, coaching, and have a strong practice of self-awareness. To summarize, Iboga is suited for those seeking deep healing from addiction or trauma, while 5-MeO DMT is ideal for those ready to experience ego dissolution, profound spiritual transformation, and the healing that happens through that journey. Neither of these medicines are something to jump into. They are big medicine, big work, big integration, and preparation. So how do you know if you're ready? You're ready for Iboga if you feel called to face your deepest fears, traumas, and life patterns. It's a medicine for deep personal growth and reconnection with the earth. So readiness often comes when you feel like you've maybe exhausted other methods of healing, maybe even other psychedelics or plant medicines, and you are looking for something that goes far beyond the surface level therapy. They call Iboga the Mount Everest of psychedelics, and there is a good reason for that. You'll know that you're ready for 5-MeO DMT if you feel a deep desire to let go of your ego and experience oneness with the universe or something greater than yourself. It's a call for those who are prepared to surrender completely, knowing they may come back with a completely different understanding of what reality is. To summarize, Iboga requires readiness to confront deep psychological issues, while 5-MeO readiness is about being prepared for total ego dissolution and experiencing non-duality. So there you have it. Those are the differences and similarities between the two medicines. Let me know in the comments, what did you find most surprising about the differences and similarities between the two? And if you have experienced both of these medicines, what did I miss? Let's chat down in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, be sure to check out the entire podcast episode on this topic, episode 107 of Modern Psychedelics, where we dive even deeper into Iboga and 5-MeO DMT. I have over 100 episodes for you to dive into around different medicines, tools to support psychedelic integration, and just how to work with psychedelics to create meaningful and lasting transformation in your life. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below, sending you lots of cosmic love, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.